Aloha, everyone, and happy time of the full moon. Lotus Dawn here with Blossom with the Stars, true to the actual star sidereal astrology. I'm coming to you live from the beautiful Golden Valley Open Space Preserve. Just absolutely beautiful here right now. And I wanted to speak to you about the energetics of this full moon and the astrology of it and what may be coming up for you and for the collective, even beyond the full moon and into this holiday season. So, one of the big dynamics at foot with a full moon is that the concept of polarity is very much activated: positive, negative, pressurization of density that's been in the collective gets pushed up to the surface to be felt, to be held, to be transmuted. That's really the opportunity of a full moon, is to fully release and clear the stuck, stagnant energies that have been lingering throughout the lunar cycle, and who knows, maybe throughout many, many years. So, what is happening at this full moon? What is the focus of the lunar energies? This full moon is happening and happened in Aries, and Aries is a fire sign. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is the initiator. It likes to start new things. But when the moon is in Aries, that's a little bit conflictual because the moon represents nurturing, nourishing energy. The type of energy where we feel held and we feel safe and we feel comforted. In fact, wherever we have our moon sign in our astrology chart is very much about what we need to feel nurtured, what we need to feel safe, what we need to feel comforted and held and cared for, really. And so when the moon is in Aries, this is an interesting time. And the sun is just doing some really interesting things back there. Uh, when the moon is in Aries, we may feel pushed, propelled. We may feel activated. We may feel like we need to take action, to go forwards, to initiate new things. And at the same time, we might feel more assertive, more aggressive, more activated. And this could create potential conflicts, especially in our relationships with other people, because Aries is so much about individuality, independence, free will. The statement for Aries is I am, I choose, I do, I act. And so this full moon, the moon in Aries, and the effect of a full moon, right? We're a day after the full moon today. The effect of the full moon is about a week or two out. It lasts, it lingers, it has an effect. And so at the full moon, the sun is always opposite the moon. And so what does this cause? Well, the sun is actually just entered the astrological sign of Libra. And if you're going, whoa, 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 Lotus, it's in Scorpio. Well, it was 2,000 years ago, but the current astrological system, mainstream astrology, is actually 2,000 years behind where the current position of the stars are. And so I use the sidereal astrology method, which means that every sign you hear is about one sign actually back. If you want to be accurate to the actual sky, if you had a telescope or you had Star Walk 2, you could actually go check this out right now and see if I'm right, that the sun is actually in the constellation of Libra right now and not actually even in Scorpio yet. That will be a little bit later, like November 20th or so. So, sun is in Libra, moon is in Aries. Sun represents, of course, how we shine. It represents our purpose. It represents how we're showing up in the world. And so when the sun is in Libra, which is all about, what is Libra about? It is about partnership. It is about uh, our relationships. It is about our connection to other people, right? And so with the sun in Libra, we're being asked to tune into our relationships, but we have the moon in Aries, which is all about independence. It's all about individuality, right? It's all about the self. And so this full moon polarity is really about the self and the other. And so some of the big dynamics and mechanics that are coming up are, do we feel able to be fully who we are in the context of relationship? And can we also be reciprocative, uh, connective, communicative, harmonious in our relationships? And so it's this divine balance between self and other, and around our independence, our purpose, our freedom, as well as creating that beautiful, harmonious synergy that a relationship can provide. And so that's a big overall theme that's very strong right now. Plus, one of the other components of Libra is that it's about the law, it's about justice, it's about legality. And so to have the full moon, sun in Aries, moon in Aries, sun in Libra, we're really confronting and facing themes of independence versus partnership, being who we are within the context of relationship, and also learning how to be considerate of our partners so that we don't act too independently or divisively and create friction. And so it's this really big balancing act between those two focuses. So I hope this was helpful to kind of dive into the full moon energies. I'll be recording some more videos to go deeper, as there's lots of layers to the equation. I send you all so much love and light at this beautiful Golden Valley sunset. And remember, this full moon is an opportunity to let go, to release, to clear, and to heal at a very deep level.